1975, when emergency was imposed, you were practicing in the...
Yeah, I was very much in practice.
Any recollection of that time?
Yeah, we used to go around in morchas, going all around shouting slogans against emergency. I remember we did all that as youngsters. I was in my 30s, I think, in India. Yeah, I was in my 30s.
Any other recollection from that time? Because for my generation, that period is something that we just read about.
I know,
We've
we
not
were all,
lived through...
our seniors used to, and we used to go and congregate. I remember Ram Jethmalani used to come and then fight the Sadhana case in the High Court. We were all youngsters standing there cheering him, and we used to congregate in that Chief Justice's court hall when Justice Kantawala was Chief Justice, Justice Tulsapurkar was the senior most judge. We appreciated the way in which the police commissioner was put in the box and then cross-examined by Jethmalani. It was fun. We used to go in and, you watch people in action, you really get something out of it.
Could you even say that what is happening today could be compared to what happened in 1975? A lot has been said, a lot is being written that...
I don't know, I think probably it's old age catching up on me. When you start recollecting and say, in my days it was like this, it is not like this. This is how every old person views. But I can feel, maybe it's natural. When you compare to time periods and find that one time period was better than this, you cannot help saying that. I do feel that.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
But yet the kind of media support that a protest today has was not something that 1975, the emergency protest...
Yeah, because in emergency, everybody, as it was said in some article, when they were asked to bend, they crawled.
Yes.
Except for people like Irani and some of these. For that matter, the judges also crawled.
Absolutely.
I mean, the last bastion, which is supposed to stand up like a stalwart, it broke down. The Supreme Court didn't do anything. We had that famous judgment, that SDM Jabalpur judgment.
ADM. So the other thing that we'd like to ask you about is how difficult is it for a junior today to step into this litigation practice, given that the lure of money in the corporate sector is so high?
Yeah, that's what happened. The national schools were all established in order to improve the standard of the bar. Yeah. But somehow it has become counterproductive because there is placement service. As soon as they come to the third year or so, the corporates come and pick them up and then offer them, it used to be around 80,000 a lakh, I don't know what it's today.
It's more than
and
that, yes.
For a junior who will be told for the next 10 years you'll have to survive on almost nothing, it's an opportunity that the junior is not willing to give up.
How do you see that changing, or do you see changing at all?
No, unfortunately, I'll tell you, there is something wrong with the system. Originally, they used to have the system of used to have attorneys and solicitors, and then a senior counsel would be briefed. That senior would have to be assisted by one or two juniors, depending on the complexity of the case. The solicitor would look around and say that, hey, this is a bright youngster, let's brief him. So he would be briefed. So there was no question of not earning. He would, even for asking an adjournment, I used to be in my days, they would give us formal docket and then put 5 GMs. 5 GMs is 75 rupees. Okay. 1 GM is 15 rupees. And then send you to with the brief to ask for adjournment. And sometimes the judge used to be dead against adjourning the matter. Some or the other, we used to manage it. And sometimes you ask for simple reliefs, some consent orders or some notices of motion. We used to do that, things like that. Is how we built up the practice. And then the solicitor says, hey, this man is good, this boy is good, or this girl is good. So you get more complicated ones, marked with more bigger fees. And that's how you grow up the ladder. But now I want to join the practice today and I want at least 10 lakhs of rupees. How can you get it? You see, this is a catch-22 situation. The more you are known, the more work you will get. Absolutely. You will not become known unless you get work. So somehow you have to break into it and get into it.
So how does one maintain a work-life balance?
See,
I'm told that you managed it very well.
Yeah, I managed it because I didn't have to bother about what is going to be cooked at home. I was staying with my parents. I was not married in those days when I was till about 29. I was 8 years ahead behind me. I didn't have problem of immediate survival, but I can appreciate if you have an immediate survival problem, if economic factors are affecting you, then it is necessary for the seniors to pay them at least some kind of subsistence matter. I can understand the senior is not going to give you lakhs of rupees, yes, but at least what will keep your body and soul together, it should be done. Because after all, he is doing your work. The senior is also getting something out of the junior. It's not that the senior is not getting. And maybe the junior is getting more out of the senior than the senior gets. Okay, you can part with a portion of the fees that you charge to the client and say, I'm giving to you, survive. If every senior were to honestly do it, there is a hope.
For younger.
Yeah, you struggle like that. It may be a struggle, but 3-4 years you can manage. You get known to the circle, professional circle. That is how you come up.